Hello and welcome to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Screw friends who are trying to visit stuck in movies, TV, and older reasons.
Yep. Another week, another show. Still on Saturday for now. Don't get used to it. As like by the by the end of this month, it'll start be going towards Sundays because work. But yeah, it's been a all right week. Not really all that eventful. Uh, yeah, standard 3 work days. Uh, yeah. I ordered the Doctor Who set for Magic the Gathering, like all 4 of those decks, so I should be getting that next week. Yay! And tomorrow I'm going to the pre-release event for the Final Fantasy expansion for Magic the Gathering. I think I may have done like at least one Minecraft stream this week, maybe? I honestly don't remember. But, yeah. I honestly, I'm kind of coming up blank on stuff to report. Like, I put the AC in. That that's new this week. Yeah, it's been a quiet week. So yeah, I got nothing. Like some weeks just do be like that. It's like, yeah, not much really happened. Went to the bagel shop a few times. They have a really nice happy hour, like when before we get the bakery treats like half off. Really nice stuff. Actually, on a Friday I had a ube Oreo cookie. Really good, actually. Might go there tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. Like, okay, looking around my room, anything that might be a reminder, like, okay, anything happen? I, yeah, just nothing from me this week. It's just normal stuff. I've just been kind of chilling. So, how was your week? Probably more eventful than mine. uh, okay.
Well, aside from whatever action was prevalent over last weekend, just get that light twitching. Should be up eventually. Took some time to get another event out of the way, but thankfully took some time to get some other action out of the way, but thankfully that's been over and done with. few setbacks with course yesterday, but still managed nonetheless, including the Twitch and a few other sites. Well, managed to get shit out, so a number of setbacks. Hope the system will out for tonight. Sister-in-law over here for the Belmont, so that was a bit of fun. Hopefully that's somewhat developing, doesn't get any worse as time goes by. Expect at least a month at best. Until next time. This year over here, we'll be doing some board games together. Pure Soul things coming in. Pure Soul things just come in, including my copy from some months ago. Still got a ways to go, but starting to make arrangements for next events. And for the next 2 months, if and for the next 2 months, if there's any additional noise from either of us, we basically set up for the summer. So
Okay.
so yeah, likelihood of additional noises in the background.
Right. Righty then. Uh, yeah, speaking of schedule stuff, like, I actually got it. Well, I was waiting for my ride to work yesterday. I was like, oh, a text message that must be her. It's like, and I get out there, and no, she's out there. And turns out it was from work. It's like, oh, there's this wedding on this day. It's like, wait, is this a new thing? So I had to actually cross-reference the list of dates I listed. Like, oh, no, that's something I already knew about. Okay, then. Don't need to add any new dates to the list. It's like, at first, like, June 19th. Like, wait, what? Oh, July 19th. Okay. uh, it was like, June 19th. Wow, that's really short notice. But no, I guess I just said it's like, yeah, that's beginning of weddings. But actually, it isn't even the beginning of wedding season. I think there's one at the end of the month, like on the 29th or something. Let me cross-reference the calendar. 28th. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, videos, videos. Yeah, we got horses this time around. Sort of. It's another one of those music video episodes, so like nothing really big as far as plot goes. I mean, given that 5-minute episodes, so typically not much for plot going on. But yeah, they're like, yeah, let's do a dance party. Power outs. Okay, that's fine. We can make our own music by banging stuff together. Glasses, bottles, trash can lids. I get this whole music video thing, and I'm pretty sure that was just an imagination thing because near the end it cuts to them just like randomly banging the stuff together. Sounded about as well as you would imagine. And so it's like, okay, I think they were just imagining that whole music bit, and really what it sounded like was like, so yeah. So yeah, that was Wild Mains. It's like, again, it was a music video, not much to really say. The song was good. like, I liked it. But yeah, like, it kind of makes for a short recap.
Probably for some of well, though, for the actual TV show address power outages.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, okay, power outages, sure. That is a thing that happens because these horses have tech, so they have electricity, so that's a thing. Power outages are a thing that can happen. Oh yeah, they even had an imaginary audience. Like I saw those bits where there's the horses out in the crowd cheering and going along with the music. It's like, uh-huh. Of course, no actual like actual character models. It's like standard crowd scene where it's like just you get the vague idea of people and audience. Uh, but yeah, all right episode. If even if it is lacking in actual discussable content. Yeah, at least with Wild Mains, at least the music's decent. So you know, uh, alrighty then. Carmen San Diego. It's highlights of the episode. The group takes part in Fashion Week. They File's still trying to fill that empty spot in the roster. Got the return of someone with a particular grudge against Carmen. And Acme start its first steps towards taking down Carmen. Also, Shadow-san gets a new shirt. Yeah, it was quite an interesting episode. So, like, yeah, right off the bat, it's like, okay, Car Carmen's whole thing didn't quite work out exactly right. And you get this odd job knockoff. It's like, oh wow, oh, you got a razor hat. How original. I mean, to be fair, it is supplemented with a magnet glove, so get a bit of mid-air control with it. But still, knocking off points for lack of originality. Then again, the razor blade does seem to be a popular staple among villainous organizations, so eh.
Not to mention the few times I've seen Oddjob actually. Retractable saw blades, I don't think were part of his particular shtick.
True, but then again, those movies were like what, back in the 60s, 70s, probably somewhere around there. So it's like, eh, something more modern, having the blades be retractable. Yeah. But yeah, the one with the grudge against Carmen. I remember way back when, where Carmen knocked this lady out, took her jacket, and left the island. Oh, and her hat. Yeah, that lady's back. Like, yeah, trying to be trying to get that seat on the council, but like stealing some really old, valuable dresses. I mean, sure. But even that is like a group project because they have several of the others with them. Like, hell, there's a whole mind control scheme going on, so. Because, yeah, the mind control makes a reappearance. Yeah, that's the whole thing. And I guess, like, the mind control grants extra strength, or, like, I don't know, maybe disables, like, physical limiters, because, yeah, those models are smashing up stuff pretty good. Kind of feel sorry bad for the models, though. It's like, you have to imagine like how much pain their hands are gonna be in once they finally, you know, get out of the whole hypnotic state thing. Ooh. Uh, yeah, the whole Fashion Week thing. That was interesting. Carmen actually looked good this episode, and our good old age and Argent is like she gets roped into it. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, let's have this hat. Okay, you look good. Okay, let's walk. It's like, wait, what? How? What? Because like at this point, she's like, okay, by the looks of it, Carmen is working with Vile, so I have to take her down. And when she finally gets her opportunity, it's like, oh, good, help. It's like, wait, what? She just gets roped into Carmen's plan. It's like, I what? She planned for a lot, but she did not plan for this. And I am just loving every moment of it. It's like just her suit and wearing Carmen's hat. It's like walking down the walkway. It's like, what am I even doing here? How is this my life? But like once she clues in that, yeah, Carmen's not here to actually steal the stuff. It's like, okay, priorities. Keep these valuable relics from getting stolen. Carmen can handle herself. Like, okay, priorities. So it's like, it was good seeing her again. She is fun. That just that kind of awkward or not quite so sure of herself, but really wants to get the job done. And it's like, I like her. Oh, and props to the DJ at the show. It's like Carmen and Argent getting on in the show. It's like, okay, they're dressed somewhat appropriately. Zach and Ivy getting in on it. It's like, uh, okay, just roll with it. Unless a person would have been just like record scratch, like what's going on? But no, this guy is like, you know what? Sure, the audience is all into this. Let's just keep going. And it's not like the two were even dressed appropriately either. They were in their normal gear. Then again, you could make an argument that it was a extreme fashion statement about how normal can be extraordinary or some crap like that. Seeing a message where there isn't actually one. Uh,
Plus, as you'll later notice, of course, the certain more out of sight eagle-eyed would take more notice.
yeah. Uh, and of course, Shadow-san gets to fight a bit. You know, him versus Hat Dude. Hat Dude loses. It's like, oh, got your hat. Ah, but I have a magnet. Eek, eek. Magnet's not working. Up, I'm out. Same with I think it was like Dr. Bellum, the mind control person. It's like after the models get knocked out, it's like, okay, you know what? I have a headache. I'm done here. And to be fair, by that point, it's like the plot had failed. So it's like points at them for knowing when to toss it in the chips. Like, okay, yeah, this has been an absolute failure. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's go back to base and think of something new. So it's like, okay, points to them. They know their limits. Oh, and of course, Shadow's on wondering, like, okay, so when are we going back to headquarters? Ah, so, well, you see, we don't have a headquarters. we just tend to kind of fly to wherever a vial plot is. But by the end of the episode, it does seem that the crew will be having a more permanent base of operations. Because, yeah, the manufacturer of Carmen's signature clothing, apparently they shut down, so, hey, the building's free. But yeah, so yeah, the plot didn't work out, so Vile's still continuing to look for a new council member, which I'm guessing is going to be like the overarching plot for this season. Whereas like each episode we have someone new trying to fill in that spot with like a different kind of theme each episode. Or something. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. And hey, I'm all for it.
Definitely one of several changes to be occurring as the series goes on, I can safely say. Probably not an expert here, but even a fashion model has to stay fit in order to not ruin a brand's latest threads.
True. And of course, we also further the Acme plot with Agent Argent being like, Okay, so yeah, we have no idea what like Carmen's whole thing is. She's just doing whatever. So how about we just hear me out? Why don't we try to recruit her? It's like, just sit down, have a conversation. Like, worst thing she could do is say no. So it's like, okay, I'm all for this. I mean, I know obviously it's not going to work out because, I mean, there's like, what, 2 more seasons after this? Obviously, either not, or is it 1 season? 1 or 2 seasons after this, I forget. But it's like, yeah, no way. There's no way Carmen's going to be joining Acme this early into the series. Plus, Carmen joining Acme is kind of like, I mean, and I know Carmen's like a good character in this one, but kind of antithetical to the character, considering the whole long history of the franchise. Yeah.
But once again, ties into the mysteries on all sides thing that I mentioned a couple times.
Yeah. So now that, so now that I think about it, she would look good in a suit. But yeah. So yeah, good episode. Enjoying the overarching plot so far of the season. No Inspector Devino, but I'm sure we'll see him eventually. Yeah, gotta let him stay frustrated for a while before or bringing him back in. And then all the chaos that'll ensue from, him getting involved.
Speaking of which, Chief, of course, is the most willing to assist amongst the more advanced law enforcement.
Yep.
Like, really, at this point, they're still a bit skeptic, but Jules.
Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, that's like, when everyone's on the stage, the Vile crew, it's like, wait, is that the Duke? It, I swear, at some point, if they don't start like just recognizing those two, it's like, okay, it's those two again. Carmen, like Carmen is dead. Well, they knew Carmen was there, but it's like, okay, everywhere those two are, Carmen is somewhere. So like, obviously they're connected. So it's like, okay, Carmen is the priority, but if you see those two, take them out too. Uh, say, well, kind of similar thing with Acme. It's like, okay, those two kids keep showing up. It's like, okay, those two are people of interest. May not have to, capture them, but like, at least, ask some questions. But yeah, like,
As mentioned before,
solid
the
episode.
as mentioned
Go ahead.
before, as mentioned before, though the presenter goes along with it, but certain out-of-sight eagle eyes will eventually take notice.
Yeah. And to be fair, usually when they're spotted, most of the time it's, well, things are actively going on, so their attention is kind of elsewhere. It's like, okay, there's these two kids there as well, but like, Carmen Sandiego is attempting to thwart our plot. So obviously, mentally, that takes priority. God, I am just not awake today. But yeah, solid episode. Series has yet series has yet to disappoint. So so far so good. Or the series still good so far. Yeah. God, my brain is kind of mush today. It's like I was al- I was already just kind of fairly tired today, and then when I had to put the AC in, it's like between having to lift a heavy air conditioner and just the heat, my brain was just like melted. So it's like, brain is wibble wobble today. Uh, but yeah,
Gunstar Knowledge ever big new event in terms of another big new event in terms of certain culture and its roots.
uh,
Some things didn't get turned up a notch, thankfully.
yep. Righty then.
Yeah, another episode leaving. definitely look forward to your thoughts on that one.
Yeah. Of course, next week we'll be taking a small break from Carmen for some appropriately themed side content, or not side content, but like other stuff that happens to fit the timing.
Yep, as usual, small break for a certain holiday in question, and it'll be so, so I gotta remember. It's only been a couple of years since it's only been just over a couple of years since the last time we talked about this particular show, but be interesting.
Yep. Righty then. Okay, got the spreadsheet up, got the Anime News Network tabs open. Uh, I'll get the other website tab open on the other browser page. And click on that tab. Yeah, I don't know when they added that option, but it's being able to just like being able to be like, okay, I don't want any of the political posts. Really helps. It's just like, okay, that clears up so many posts from the forum. It's like, okay, now it's showing me what I actually need to see for this. uh, ooh, Archie and Deke might be represented in Sonic Blitz. Apparently, Sally Acorn and Bean the Dynamite and more were discovered in the Sonic Blitz mobile game. You know, Sally Acorn, Nicole the Lynx, Honey the Cat, a modern Sonic rendition of Mighty the Armadillo. I don't even know what Sonic Blitz is, but oh, it's a card collecting battle game. Okay. Apparently, it launched in limited regions, so it's still kind of a new thing. So we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so apparently there was an update regarding shader compilation for the Steam version of Monster Hunter Wilds. We have received reports that after applying the latest update, CPU load may increase due to shader compilation occurring during gameplay rather than when the game is launched, resulting in unstable performance until compilation is complete. This issue will be addressed by ensuring shader compilation occurs at launch and future updates. Okay, yeah. Sometimes the order of processes gets kind of screwed up, so it's like, at least they're acknowledging the issue and are trying to fix it. CD Projekt Red isn't done with Cyberpunk 2077 and announces yet more surprise content. Or like, are they going to be? They're announcing new surprise content, or they announced surprise? Let me go to the article. Like the wording there is kind of okay. They're working on another patch. Okay. Oh, it's a surprise update because apparently for a while they've announced that like they were done with the development, but it's like surprise, we added some more patches. Like, I mean, hey, it's like If you're patching out bugs and stuff, go right ahead. I'm not gonna complain. If you add more content, sure. And like, as long as you don't leave it a buggy mess, I'm sure people were fine with surprise content updates. Digital Eclipse has announced its next retro compilation, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, spelled with a K, of course, is set for release later this year. Okay, Legacy Collection. What does it contain? Okay, it contains the arcade console and handheld versions of Mortal Kombat 1 through 4. Okay. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Advanced, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. Nintendo has released new footage of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet running on Nintendo Switch 2. Like, oh hey! It can run at a solid 60 frames per second. A console generation later. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Nintendo's gonna be catching a lot of flack this generation just because, like, it's fixing the issues from the previous console generation, but, like, the fact is they shouldn't have had those issues in the first place. And it's like, I mean, yeah, eventually I'll probably want to get a Switch 2 just for the solid frame rate, but if game developers could just, like, actually optimize their games for the hardware they're developing for, that would be great. Star Wars Jedi director Stig Asmussen's new studio, Giant Skull, is making a single-player action-adventure game set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. People Can Fly has canceled 2 unannounced games, including a Square Enix project, and signaled that there will be layoffs at the studio as a result. Sega's announced Sega Football Club Champions 2025, a free-to-play game powered by Football Manager. The game is the latest installment in Sega's long-running Sakasuku series, which is almost entirely been exclusive to Japan since 1996. Chibi Godzilla Raids Again anime gets a new TV series in July. Kaiju number 8 season 2 reveals a July 19th debut plus side story episodes plus the side stories episodes July 5th TV debut. Dandadan's second season anime reveals two new cast members. Let's Play Anime is English subtitled trailer unveils cast staff in 2025 premiere. Let's Play. Okay, check that one out. Dr. Stone's Science Future Anime's second part reveals new theme song, July 10th debut and trailer, as well as 2 new cast members. Kingdom Anime's 6th series reveals theme song artists and a promo video. Here Without a Class TV anime debuts in October. While I'm talking about anime stuff, let's go over to the Anime News Network tabs. Sound Euphonium, the final movie Part 1 teaser unveils a spring 2026 debut. Neptunia Game Maker Revolution It's one of those weird, like, haha, this word, but with like this other word. Like, basically, the game releases for Steam this year. So hey, another Neptunia game! Yay! Lego has announced One Piece sets. Okay, so sets for the first season, including Windmill Village Hut, Buggy the Clown Circus Tent, Battle Arlong Park, the Going Merry Pirate Ship, and the Barati Floating Restaurant, along with the Brickage Jed, Monkey D. Luffy figure, and Buggy the Clown figure. Sets will cost between $9.99 and $329.99. Okay, they actually look pretty good. Oh, new anime. Let's see now. Little Miss Vampire Cat's Little Miss Vampire Cat Suck Right anime streams teaser promo video. Okay, cue the Archer phrasing clip. Uh, okay. Let's see now. Next one. Tribute Games announces Scott Pilgrim EX game for release in 2026. It's another side-scroller beat 'em up, like the original game. Sonic Racing Crossroads game trailer reveals Hatsune Miku, Like a Dragon, Persona 5, and Minecraft crossovers with a September 25th release. Yeah, like now Sonic's the one, Sega's the one doing all the crossover stuff. Meanwhile, Nintendo just says like, oh, just Mario characters in their kart racing game. It's like, well, we'll see if Sega beats Nintendo at their kart game this time around.
Yeah, I put in the later notes. Why not just call it Smash Brothers Racing?
Mash Kart. I don't know. Uh, Tsunami will be airing the Dragon Ball Daima anime, starting on June 14th. Digimon Storytime Stranger game unveils a October 3rd launch and trailer. Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement Metroidvania game announced. Okay, nice. New Bloodstained game. Cool. Always up for some more Metroidvania. Ooh, the big one for this week. Final Fantasy Tactics is getting a remaster on September 30th. Final Fantasy Tactics The Ivalice Chronicles includes an Enhanced Edition and Classic Edition. Now the real question is, do we get to choose between the two translations? Because they took, like, for War of the Lions, the PSP remake, they actually tried to do a more authentic translation, but like it just kind of it loses the charm of the original. We'll see what happens. If not, it'll be on PC. People can mod it to include the original text. All right. Vivian Madrano has confirmed that Hell of a Boss is set to officially end with season 4. Next Hell of a Short releases later this June. Mark Hamill will return to voice Skips in the new regular show series. A new crypto animated spin-off series is reportedly in the works at DC Studios. Crypto will get a seasonal spin-off series of animated short films after his debut in the upcoming Superman movie. Bliptoon Studio has rebranded to introduce the new mascot, Blip. The studio is currently working on the Zipped Up pilot and TADC Fight Club's animated short. A co-op mode is in development for Hitman World of Assassination. Nice. Oh, that'll be fun. Ooh, can we get a versus mode? Like, how, see who can be the first to assassinate the target, or take rid of whatever goals without being spotted. Ooh, that could be fun. Oh, I am looking forward to that. Okay, got the first key art for Resident Evil Requiem, releasing February 27th. Apparently, Grace Ashcroft will be the main character, daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from Resident Evil Outbreak. Wait, what? Mads Mikkelsen will reprise his role from Casino Royale in DLC for Hitman World of Assassination. Are we getting the James Bond level? Oh my god, we're getting a James Bond level. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, wow. Oh, I am all for this. uh, got the first trailer for the Deadpool VR game, starring Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. Quote, Spider-Man gets Insomniac and I get this shit? Deadpool. Got a first look at the new Nickelodeon crossover game, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny, releasing later this year. Okay, what's this all about? Okay, looking like... I don't know. I don't even know what genre it is, so... Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk have been announced as playable characters for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Previously revealed characters include Spider-Man, Captain America, Nova, Wolverine, Venom, Storm, and Phyla Vale. The first trailer for the new real-time strategy Game of Thrones game has been releasing in 2026. A bidding war is happening for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre rights. Creatives and studios involved include Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw, Taylor Sheridan in Paramount, Osgood Perkins in Neon, Glenn Powell in A24, and Netflix. A live-action Mass Effect series is moving forward at Prime Video. Doug Jung has been hired as showrunner. I don't know who that is, but live-action Mass Effect, Prime Video. Oh dear. It's like it's a live-action adaptation of a video game. Like hopes are not high already. It's
Admittedly,
you got this. Oh,
admittedly,
go
I'm
ahead.
seeing it. Admittedly, I'm seeing it. Admittedly, I'm seeing it could likely go the Halo direction, but I'm also wondering if it's going to. But I'm also wondering if there's also the possibility of incorporate that controversial ending from the third game.
Maybe they could pull a clue, and for the final episode, it'll be like, okay, there's actually three versions of the episode, and when you go to the episode, it's picked randomly among the three.
Or it could be interactive. We know those are becoming a thing.
Yeah, but it seems like they've kind of been slowly moving away from interactive stuff. We'll see. That's assuming it even gets that far. Mia Goth has been cast in Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter alongside Ryan Gosling. Samuel L. Jackson says, quote, I do movies that I want to go and see. I do popcorn movies. I don't do movies that I'm going to get an Oscar for. People out there are statue chasing all the time. I mean, hey, good for him. Like, do what you love. And, like, you're doing a movie that you want to personally see? Good on you.
Not to mention, it's clear he wasn't giving a dang with that famous line. I have had it with these snakes on this plane.
Yeah. It's like, he signed up for that movie because it was called Snakes on a Plane. Because he knew, yeah, it might not be a good movie, but people are gonna see it. just, just for the name alone. Uh, got new concept art for the Avatar land at Disney California Adventure. The Monsters Inc. ride will close in early 2026 to make way for the experience. Walter Goggins is in talks to star as M. Bison in the Street Fighter movie. Camp Rock 3 is reportedly in the works at Disney. Fallout is coming to Halloween Horror Nights at both Universal's Hollywood and Orlando parks. A live-action Care Bears movie is in the works at Warner Brothers. Live-action Care Bears. Sure. Tom Hiddleston says he's going to tell the Russo brothers to quote not to kill Loki again in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, let me. We'll see. No. Got the first trailer for Marvel took on Fighting Souls, a 4v4 tag team fighting game releasing in 2026. Blumhouse is acquiring the rights to Saw with Lionsgate. It's still involved as a partner. Creatively, the franchise is now back with James Wan. Got the first trailer for IO Interactive's James Bond game 007 First Light, releasing in 2026. The trailer for Silent Hill F has been released, releasing September 25th. Lucky Madison reportedly turned down her villain role in Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter due to a pay dispute. The deluxe final edition of the Pride and Prejudice soundtrack is available for pre-order now to celebrate the film's 20th anniversary. Dakota Johnson says the failure of Madam Web wasn't her fault. Quote, there's this thing that happens now where there's a lot of creative decisions that are made by a committee, or made by people who don't have a creative bone in their body. I mean, yeah, it's like, if you have a bad script and you have a bad director, no matter how good of an actor you are, it's not going to turn out well. A live-action Monster High movie is moving forward at Universal. Gerard Johnstone is set to direct. Tom Hiddleston says he didn't know about the chairs announcement for Avengers Doomsday beforehand. Quote, I didn't know. I was like, oh, I guess I'm in the movie. In fairness, I did know I was in the movie. Lionsgate Vice Chairman Michael Burns says they're considering how AI can be used to change existing films into more kid-friendly or into being more kid-friendly or animated. But now we can say, do it in anime, make it PG-13. 3 hours later, I'll have the movie. Boo! Shame this man. A Phasmophobia movie's in the works at Blumhouse. Okay, like, good for Blumhouse. They're getting like all the horror game IP movies. Like, yeah, I believe they had Five Nights at Freddy's, now Phasmophobia. What was like? Were they the ones who got Saw? I mean, I know Saw isn't like a horror game, but you know. Uh, yeah, Blumhouse. Yeah, like yeah, good for them. Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders have symbolically voted against David Zaslav's $52 million pay package. Nearly 60% thinks he is overpaid. Okay, wow, a rare W for the shareholders. It's a rare day when you're agreeing with the shareholders. George R.R. Martin says the hardest thing about Hollywood is dealing with other writers. But they empower these writers to take material and make it their own. Often they don't approve it. Got map, art- got map artwork for the Cars land in Walt Disney World. The land is named Piston Peak National Park and is inspired by the American frontier. Got a first look at the Witcher 4 tech demo, running that as on a standard PS5 at 60 frames per second. Disney's Disney's crew has been castle shopping in Europe for a new filming location for Princess Diaries 3. The full cast the full cast for Michael Flanagan's Carrie series has been revealed, with Summer H. Howell as Carrie White, Tiana Agudong as Sue Snell, Matthew Lillard as Principal Grail, Samantha Sloyan as Margaret White, Elizabeth Thornton as Chris Hargison, Thalia Dudek as Emmeline, Amber Midthunder as Miss Desjardins, Josie Toda as Tina, Arthur Conti as Billy, and Joel Ouellette as Tommy. The Predator fights Vikings in the first clip from Predator Killer of Killers, releasing June 6th on Hulu. Amazon MGM Studios is in talks to develop the live-action split fiction movie starring Sydney Sweeney and directed by John M. Chu. Pierce Brosnan teases that Mamma Mia 3 will answer who Sophie's biological dad is. Quote, I think I'll have to wait for the next movie. I know who it is, but I don't want to be a killjoy. A Lego Toothless set will release on July 1st. It'll cost $69.99. Which, I mean, as far as Legos, that's one of those small ones. It's like, okay. Steve Carell tells us about his fears of AI ahead of his new film Mountainhead. Quote, I like the human touch when it comes to creativity. I like the warts, the imperfections, and if something's perfect, it's not real to me. Dan Trachtenberg tells us why animation was the perfect medium for Predator Killer of Killers. Quote, characters and things can move in certain ways that we can never do in live action when it comes to action scenes and violence. Yeah, that's fair. James Gunn says Godzilla Minus One ended up being a major influence on Superman. Quote, my goal was to make a film like Godzilla Minus One, which depicted Godzilla but also had great human drama. Apparently, Predator Killer of Killers is the first major feature-length animated film to be made in Unreal Engine. But we're really taking this groundbreaking real-time feedback and merging that with hand-painted backgrounds and traditionally crafted characters. Ryan Coogler has no plans for a Sinner sequel, but I've been in the space of making franchise films for a bit, so I wanted to get away from that. I wanted the movie to feel like a full meal. Joseph Quinn says that Mole Man will appear in the Fantastic Four. Final season of Stranger Things release dates. Volume 1, November 26th. Volume 2, December 25th. Volume 3, December 31st. Volume 1 will be 4 episodes, Volume 2 will be 3 episodes, and Volume 3 will be the final episode of the series. We also have the first plot synopsis for the final season. Quote, the fall of 1987. Hawkins is scarred by the opening of the rifts, and our heroes are united by a single goal. Find and kill Vecna. But he has vanished, his whereabouts and plans unknown. Complicating their mission, the government has placed the town under military quarantine and has intensified its hunt for Eleven, forcing her back into hiding. As the anniversary of Will's disappearing approaches, so does a heavy familiar dread. The battle is looming, and with it, a darkness more powerful and more deadly than anything they've faced before. To end this nightmare, they'll need everyone, the full party, standing together. One last time. Like, ooh, Vecna, I know of Vecna. I know of the eye in the hand of Vecna. Let's see now. Lady Gaga will play Rosalind Rotwood in Wednesday Season 2, described as a legendary Nevermore teacher who crosses paths with Wednesday. Uh, Simon Pegg says he's going to start work on a new film with Edgar Wright soon. Quote, after his new film Running Man, I feel that's our moment to come up with our fourth movie. Nick Frost's been cast as Hagrid, so I don't know how we'll get a hold of him. Tony Gilroy confirms the total budget for Andor was $650 million. They had to fight for the necessary funding for Season 2 after Disney told them streaming is dead. Mike Flanagan says his Clayface script was inspired by the Feet of Clay episodes in Batman the Animated Series. Quote, that two-parter knocked me out. The short answer is that is absolutely that what inspired my script. Judy Gatwa's regeneration and new Doctor reveal scene in Doctor Who has been officially released online. Supposedly the new Doctor reveal. Because typically when they introduce the new Doctor, it'll be like, introducing actor name as the Doctor. But they didn't do that this time. It was only introducing actor name. Did not say it was as the Doctor. And given how reality has been kind of wibbly-wobbly the last couple seasons, there may be something else going on here. So we'll have to see what happens. Eventually. Given that Disney's kind of been on the fence on whether or not they're going to continue funding it, so I think that's part of the whole reason why Shooty decided to leave in the first place, is because like he didn't want to be on hold for a whole year while they work out whether or not they're going to do another series. And honestly, I can't blame him for that. Mark Hamill says he won't be returning as Luke Skywalker again. Oh, I really think they should focus on the future and all the new characters. James Gunn says fans shouldn't get sucked into online rivalries regarding Superman and the Fantastic Four. But they come out 2 weeks after us. There's room for us both. I love my friends at Marvel. If you can find whatever discussions you'll want to find online, I'd focus all my positivity around the films instead of getting sucked up in online fan wars. Karen Gillan, when asked if she's returning as Nebula in Avengers Doomsday, quote, it's so much fun working in the Marvel world. In terms of the future, I can't say anything. You know how it goes, but maybe never say never. Alright, heading over to the other website. Refresh this page since it's been a while. Oh I got a new look at Disney's French animated series Dragon Strikers. A soccer series. Magic soccer, apparently, I guess. Sure. That is something that okay.
First look, Trinity Chopper, live action One Piece. Mika Ella Hoover to voice the character. First trailer, Del Toro's Frankenstein. Releasing November. First trailer, Kiss of the Spider Ones, starring Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna. Managed to see the horse represented by mentioning films or a classic screen actress named Ingrid Luna. Theatrical release October 10th. Seven concept science released for IDW Case of Missing Puff. Gen 5 Greatest Hits. New Poem Theory official EP. British, Netherlands, South African, Belgian, Danish, Japan, Austrian poems, Italy. Had a good day for Martin Brown. Joey Missing Poems, Queensland. Glenn Farry's Share Spanish Podium. Sylvan Jacquin, British and Porsche podiums. Acura Sims Porsche win streak, Detroit. Western class win, back to 5. So we're at the top 15, top 5, class top 5. Buccaneer Suites True North. Region Torrent clears. Hilldale Mid. Handicap mile in front. AB Conceals. Planet Range Stakes. Paget Scores Woody Stevens Stakes. Circuit West this month at Belmont. Purchase Boosh wants to start host of Grand Tour reboot. Flying indicator player turn translate from Steamtown. Trailer at A64s. Trace committee declared 225 day by LNR. Celebrates UFC stalwarts. New Heritage Unit for the Norfolk Southern DNH. This beautiful rack trains soared by Mountain Railway. Sun Transit launch for Light Rail, Suntown Redmond. special delivery commemorating British Transport Police. Trolley Street into Memphis. Railway Airport's work continues to be named Phoenix Trestle. Everett Railroad Valley Flyer. HC Radis Steam Victory. Christy Hogan, full-time executive director of Snoqualmie Valley Museum. Efforts underway to try to save York Durham Heritage Railway rolling stock. Western 6039, the star at Seatown Railfest. Road Stall 722. Plenty of broiler progress on 24-25. A6 57 class diesels 18641. Chris West Coast Rail to be displayed at Great Gathering. First Cascade Gates area camp car seems to be almost complete. Fronts 50, Celebration Heritage Rail. Gone recognized as fifth best luxury train in the world. And Architects Specific Garters Friends Family of Steve Fritz, Green Bay Packers, New Giants, Washington Redskins, Joe and Joss, King of the Hill, Parks and Rec, Magnificent Seven, Jason Constantine, Lionsgate, Saw, Expendables, Arthur Hamilton, Crimea River, probably the two most notable ones. Renee Victor, Coco, and Mark Mott, starter third by trainers. Showing one of the runners, Cody Dorman. so I'll catch things tomorrow. Hope it's okay. Shit is getting worse. And basically becoming okay, as well as finishing up things for later this month. Until next week, Rich. Return to some old friends. Stay safe, so I'll get back to this.